Well, Lamine Yamal, obviously we saw, as Gab just mentioned, not fully fit at the moment. Milan trips aside. Thank goodness for Hansi Flick, he was on the pitch tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I know we've said this before, but what a special player Lamine Yamal is. I mean, in terms of changing a game, in terms of dragging a team back into a game, and just how sometimes it's playground stuff. You see some of the things we saw in the highlights, some we couldn't cover it all with Lamine Yamal. But he just makes his game look so easy. And then to the point where you go away from home, you score 3 goals, and yet still you really should have lost. You really should have had, at least you get a point. That has to be frustrating on any attacking force, especially one where a teenager is carrying it the way that he is. That's a hard shift for a young man. But again, what a talent. Thank goodness for him, because I'm not sure that there's anything else in this Barcelona setup that you can really feel good about.
We're beginning to see with more consistency the tendency of Lamine Yamal to not just stay on the right-hand side, on the wing, just right next to the sideline. He's actually taking more central positions. And we saw from playmaking positions his ability to find through balls. We saw the ball for Ferran Torres that should have been a goal. And we saw the combination that ends up in his goal is him starting in a more central position, taking more of an inside position where he can now combine with Fermin Lopez, goes on to score the goal. That tells me this is a player that is beginning to mature and to understand that, yeah, I can dominate out here, but I can also impact the game over there. The more he does that, his game becomes far more diverse. And he becomes more diverse, he becomes more dangerous, and becoming more dangerous, more difficult to stop.
A special player, Gab?
Yeah, no question. Special player, joy to watch. You just hope, you know, the kind of groin injury that he's dealing with, you know, you just hope, as a neutral, as somebody who loves seeing ridiculously talented players play, you just hope that he's getting the medical treatment and the sports science that's needed to make sure that we see him at his best later in the season and, of course, at the World Cup.
Yeah, we've got more La Liga action coming up this weekend as Barcelona will be back, and we'll see if their defensive showings will be back as they take on Celta at Balaidos on Sunday. All of these games available